Hi everyone, I have a question here to complete the shape on the grid, and they are saying that I can use this dotted line as an axis of symmetry. So before to start solving this question, I need to have a specific strategy. The strategy is to take each dot, each corner, and name it with a number and try to find the same number but under or below the axis of symmetry to complete the shape. So let's do that together. So I'm gonna create, let's say in red, these numbers. So I'm gonna start to say this dot, I'm gonna name it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, let's say I'm gonna change to green, and I'm gonna try to find each number in green but below the axis of symmetry. How to find that? I need to know each corner how far from the axis of symmetry. So for example, number 0, how far from the axis of symmetry? As you can see, it's not far, it's on the axis of symmetry. That means the green one is gonna be the same thing on the green. What about 1? How far from the axis of symmetry? You can see it's 1 unit. So if it's 1 unit above, now I'm gonna go 1 unit below, and I'm gonna say that number 1 is gonna be this dot. After that, I can insert even the dot here. Continue with number 2. Number 2, it's far with 2 units above. That means I need to go 2 units below and insert the number 2. What about number 3? How far from the axis of symmetry? 2 units above. That means 2 units below. It's gonna be number 3 in green. What about 4? It's 1, 2, and 3 units above. That means I go 3 units below and I name this number 4. The same thing for 5. It's 2 units far from the axis of symmetry. That means I can go and name this one number 5. Number 6, it's 2 units far from the axis. Again, I'm gonna name this one number 6. 7, it's on the same vertical line, but it's 1 unit far from the axis. That means this dot or this point is gonna be number 7. And 8, it's like number 0, it's on the axis. That means the green one is gonna be on the axis. Now it's my job to complete the line in green. So I'm gonna choose, let's say this thickness, or let's say this thickness, and make sure that this is in green. And now I'm gonna start to join these number. Oops. Zero to 1. After that, from 1 to 2. Actually, I need to do it with a perfect way. From 2 to 3. From 3 to 4. From 4 to 5. From 5 to 6. From 6 to 7. And after that from 7 to 8. And if you notice, you're gonna find that the shape is complete now. The part above the axis of symmetry is exactly like the one below the axis of symmetry, and that's why we call it axis of symmetry. I hope you understood the strategy. We can do it with different color, or if you have the same color, the only thing that you can make it as a difference, you can name this number with prime, 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime, 5 prime, 6 prime, 7 prime, and 8 prime. And this is in the case you don't have a different color and you are using your pencil and the same color above and below, so you can make a difference between 0 and 0 prime with this way. I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you for listening.